Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I am Cassie, aka NubianRockChick. I am an illustrator in the UK, and this is my studio that I have here at home. Friday in the studio. It is 2:15. I worked out later today, but at least I got it in, and again I'm feeling in such a great mood. So I'm kind of buzzing, so I'm working with it. It doesn't matter that I'm in the studio later. Just posted an illustration, the Friday Get illustration. You've seen me painting that yesterday. I am jumping on orders today, so a relatively repetitive day because I'm going to be jumping on orders, finishing off the ones that we had started yesterday. Before that, I'm just going to print the kids' schoolwork. It's the last day of homeschooling today. So school is out for summer today, so they're just doing their last piece of work today, and then from next week they can just enjoy their time. They can get up and don't have to worry about doing any schoolwork, which should help me as well, because I won't be as stressed trying to figure out how I'm working and trying to help them do their schoolwork. So that's good, and I think they deserve a break because it's been a very weird process doing school from home and not having their normal teachers and their normal routines, so they deserve a break. You know me, when I get on my cleaning sprees, I kind of had an epiphany and like a weird kind of aha moment about those dilapidated drawers that were behind me. And I would love to have an aesthetic studio, but it's a working studio and I'm working on a budget in terms of furnishing here, so we work with what we got. And I was contemplating purchasing a new kind of system to put the papers in, but you know, it's costly and I didn't want to have to spend out unnecessarily. And for my studio, I'm all about repurposing things and trying to make do with what I got for now, and making what I've got look as aesthetic as possible. I wish I could have like a fancy rug and the amazing custom cubby holes for putting things in, but it's just not possible, and it's not really something I can get done right now. Maybe as I grow in the future, then I can spend time and money sorting that out, but for now I want to work with what I've got. And what my aha moment was yesterday was I took the broken down drawers yesterday and I moved it over here. I turned it on its side, which is something I like to do all the time. Took out all the broken drawers, turned it on its side, and I'm using it now like as a little cubby hole to place my larger envelopes. And then it's created a little bit of a shelf, which is great. And I shifted these along, turned this one on its side, and now look at that. Isn't that much more better to look at? We've also moved the water unit into the kitchen, and we just made so much space, and we've also made leg room for whoever's working over there, or one can sit and one can stand to work, and then it means I'll be able to have two people in at the same time working if I've got a really busy day. So I am super pleased with that. I'm happy that I didn't have to spend any extra cash. Any extra cash with me. I'm happy that I didn't have to spend any extra cash, and it's just made it feel a bit more roomy in here, so we've got more space. So I'm pleased with that. So I've shown you that now. Oh, and now when I do my videos and I look back and I edit them, I haven't got that horrid, how is it, normally I'm sitting like this. I don't know, it just looks different right now, doesn't it? There's so much space. Now I haven't got broken down drawers in the back, so I'm really pleased with that. So I encourage you, if you do have some kind of workspace, an art desk, a little mini studio in your house somewhere, or a room you use, when you're starting out, repurpose, take things from other parts of the house, make good with other things that you have so you can save yourself money. I really recommend that, because I was looking at drawers and they were like £300–400, and it's just not a cost that I want to spend right now. I'm really happy that I decided at like 10 o'clock at night to move things around. Oh, and in the process I put a hole in my beautiful silk shirt that I was wearing. So it's not exactly entirely free because of room on top. Make do with what you have until you can afford to improve on what you've got. I'm going to turn on the fans now because it's absolutely hot in here. Print the kids' schoolwork, the last bit of schoolwork, and crack on with packing some orders so I can hopefully get them all out for today, and they'll be back to zero or ready to start Monday. So guys, come and pack with me. We're going to be over that side, and we'll have a bit of a time lapse. So it is a Tuesday in the studio, and we've had a little bit of a mix around again, so a little bit of a studio update again. My assistant, which is my new name for my sister when she's here, said that she wanted to change some things round to make it more effective and make it more of a workstation for her and my niece when they're working on kind of stickers. And it just so happens that it was a blessing that thing that was down there broke, because it's turned out to be a good little mini revamp for the underneath the desks, because it's more efficient now. They've got more leg room. There's more things underneath there to help them pick and pack, and it should be more organized. So I'm happy it broke actually. We have swapped these around. It's quite handy having the machines on that side, but for the layout of the desks it's better if we have the printer over there and have that on the other side. Yeah, so I still would love to find something better for this thing here, or we could do some shelving, but it's a PVC wall, so it's very difficult to put things in it. I would maybe love to get something that fits directly in the panel of it, because I don't like it going outside, like it not fitting. But that is minor anyway. But you know, one day if I see something that I like, I will replace it with that. This side's looking a bit bare now, but I do like to have the space when I'm painting, and I'm quite a messy painter, I'm quite a messy packer, but things always get sent a lovely. But I would love to maybe find something, a better solution here. This is like a little cardboard thing that I had previously. I would like to find something a bit better for that to go there. Maybe something brown like that, like an oaky finish. The battery's running out. But yeah, I need some things to go on this table just to make it a bit more more desky. Is that a thing? But I do like having lots of space and like things being kind of clear. I don't like to have a lot of things out on show, but sometimes you need stuff to hand, and that is kind of the theme with the this kind of reorganization is just having things easy to hand, ready to use. Oh, and I put my computer was there, and I put it underneath to save some desk space, and I didn't quite like it in terms it didn't kind of fit the angles of everything, but everything's all plugged in, so if I need a port or anything like that, it's kind of just there. And that is kind of the theme, having everything ready to go, to save time, and it's easy to find. So I need some kind of system, even though I don't like having stuff out on the table. I need some kind of system, or better display unit for these art paper that I use often. So I'm really hungry. It's 1:30. I've done a workout, guys. I'm still keeping up with the workout. I'm going to get something to eat, and then I'm going to show you what came in the post. Guys, so I've just finished doing my painting for this one. I don't want to paint any more on it because I don't want to ruin it. I was a little bit too sketchy on this one, and I rubbed a lot on the paper, so it made it a little bit difficult to work on. So I don't want to add any more paint, and I'm pretty happy with it, and I know I can maybe deepen the colours in post. It is 8:30 in the studio. I'm really tired. I know most of the time when I'm late into the studio, that probably comes from me been working late in the studio the night before and going to bed late. So I'm gonna have an early night today. Oh, if you're one of the people who purchased one of the notepads today, thank you so much. One of the styles is literally sold out, and it's only been a couple of hours. So thank you for purchasing the notepads. They're doing really well. I'm hoping that I can get this vlog out to you this week. It's quite a busy week, but I have got some help again in the studio tomorrow and on a Thursday, so hopefully I can spend time drawing and filming and maybe doing a little bit editing if I can be quick to get this video out. Anyway, I'm super tired, and when I'm, well, actually I babble when I'm tired and when I'm not tired, that doesn't matter. But I'm super tired, so I'm going to And I've just realised you've been on a tilt all this time. But I will catch you up tomorrow, guys. Hi guys, I haven't spoken to you in a couple of days, but you would have seen me recording and pottering around the studio. Again, many updates have been happening in the studio. I've just had something through in the studio. I had this little mini shelf. These shelves are actually separated, so you can put them several different ways. I like the concept of it, but it's just the build and quality of it isn't great. I mean, but it's only £20, but it's doing the purpose that I want. Even though I'm not queen of aesthetics, I do want my studio to look nice and pretty because I'm in it every day. But we are working with what we got. This is actually a conservatory. It's basically a greenhouse. It's absolutely hot in here, but yes, I'm working with what I've got in here. I'm quite thankful for this space. I feel very lucky to have this space because not a lot of people take a whole room over in their house and use it as their studio. So I'm working with what I've got, but I still want it to look as pretty as I can. What I will say is that even though the Ikea table office table system is really cheap and great to set up with, they get lots of these little scratches on here. So if you're buying one from the outset, definitely buy, which is what I purchased, 2 of these, one for here and one for the other side. If you are just getting the Ikea tabletops, I think it's lemon, I don't know what it's called, but this tabletop is basically the cheapest one you can get. It's MDF with a bit of veneer on it or some kind of top on it. If you're starting off with an Ikea tabletop, definitely get something to protect your table. I didn't do that. It's not like I'm doing some crazy work here. I'm literally drawing and packing orders, but you know, the surfaces are really prone to scratches really easily. If you can afford to maybe get one of the better quality tabletops, definitely do so. I have seen YouTubers do office remodels using the kitchen tabletops from Ikea as their surfaces because they're a bit more hard wearing. So if I had to maybe start my purchase out again, I probably would maybe invest in better tabletops. But you know, we do what we can. It's about saving money at the end of the day, and I didn't want to spend a lot to get this office going. And if you look at some of my previous vlogs, you will see how my studio has evolved. When I started out, I think I was only going to have one side of this room to do a studio, but we did decide I could have the whole room. It was like one table each side. It was really small, and it wasn't this setup that I have now. So it has taken me a few years to get everything how I want it, and I probably would you know, in the future I probably would upgrade these tabletop surfaces, but for now I'm just going to stick with them. Anyway, I'm talking way too much. I've got a few things coming from Amazon today, just to finish up some of the styling, if you can call it that, styling from that bit over there, because I really like it now, because I had too many books out and too many things out, and basically the idea of my studio at the moment, I want everything to be easy to hand. Everything has to have a home, because it's when you can't find things, and my battery's running out, when you can't find things then you kind of like go rooting through drawers and things to find stuff. That's when you create mess. So when you have some kind of organization, it's so much more easier to keep clean. And I, guys, am by nature a very messy person, but I do love to keep things tidy. I do like the end result of a tidy room, and it makes you feel more calm. So just because you are a messy person doesn't mean you can't be a tidy person, if that makes sense. So the next big task in the next couple of vlogs probably would be is to find a way to organize these drawers a little bit better, because they are a little bit chaotic when the Alex drawers that I have, because I'm really pleased with the new system that I have underneath the desks. That really helps. Yeah, so I'm gonna charge the camera battery, and when my delivery comes I'll come and say hi again. I'll show you what I got from Amazon. I get something from Amazon every day. Okay guys, so I have sent out my shipping for Friday, so I've got everything back down to 0. So yeah, I'm going to show you around the studio in a tiny bit more detail, show the new things that came from Amazon. Okay guys, so please excuse if my makeup has melted off. It is so hot in here, but I've had to take off the fans because they're too noisy. So I'm going to start with this board. I would really love to have something prettier up there, but for now this is staying. I haven't found anything yet that's better than that. I have one of these Dymo or whatever they're called, label makers, which I was using for my house to label things in my kitchen. So I thought, you know what, let's go to town with labeling. And I just got some of my old dashboards that are faulty and rejigged this little thing here. This is for when I have my assistant over, or my niece, so they know what the sizes of the dashboards are, or prints. And this is going to be it's really tiny at the moment, but it says this week, so that will be things that's happening this week, and that is current subscription things, like what needs to go in the packs for that month. I switched out the eyes painting for one of my faves that's in my shop at the moment, called Lazy Days. I purchased this plant pot because some of the things that I had in here were a bit off-putting in terms of colour. The colour was jarring, and I thought it would be better to kind of unify things with maximum of 3 colours in the studio. So I've got the white, I've got black, and I've got like a wood colour. This unfortunately is a little bit off brand, but so what, hey, we're doing what we can. So these are actually succulent plant pots, but mini ones, and I thought these would be good to keep the little blades in for the machines. And what I did was, there was some pewter colour vases that I had before, and I just literally took out the fake plants from the old one, cut them down and put them in the new plant pots. New addition, it came in my Amazon parcel today, was a new one of these oil diffusers. The one I had previously wasn't working properly, and it just kept on beeping and turning on and off randomly, and this one is way better. It actually mists properly. And I got this, which is another succulent plant pot. I'm using it for stashing pens because I want to have things on hand. So I'm going to stash my nice pens and my digital pen in there. And I thought it was nice because it's all got like this white and wooden theme, and it ties it in together. I used to have some kind of big box having everything squashed in there, but you know, it was just too chaotic. I think for me, because I'm such an let me talk to you face to face, guys. Let me talk to you face to face. I think for me, because I'm such an untidy person naturally, in one sense, and then very OCD in another sense. For me, things have to be, the less chaotic things are, the better, because then it quickly gets really out of hand. Because when I'm working, I'm very naturally messy. I'll have things everywhere, but I do like to make sure things are tidied at the end of the day, especially in here, because when I have things, when everything has a home, I get very OCD about it, and I'm literally like this. I'll probably get like a ruler and make sure everything's like set up. And to be honest, making sure everything has a home works for me. What I really want to do is work on these drawers. I've got one here and one here, and at the moment they're a little bit chaotic still. They had some kind of organisation. They do need to be sorted out again, especially as all the other bits have had a good makeover. So I want to find some things to organise them. I think what I would really love to do is get some kind of rug here, but I'm not really sure how that's going to work out with the chairs on wheels and everything. So I would love to get like a neutral rug to kind of tie in some of the light brown tones. But I do love the additions and making everything a bit more unified. I would love my office to be completely aesthetic, but it is a working office and I am just working with the budget that I have, and I don't really want to spend crazy amounts of money on things when it's quite a hustle and bustle room and things can get damaged easily. It is sometimes important to kind of invest in good quality stuff, then it won't damage as quickly. So it's kind of like you've got to weigh up the pros and cons and your budget. Anyway, it's probably a super long vlog. Apologies for it coming out late. I have had a busy week. Thank you to all those who purchased more notebooks. I restocked the notebooks this week and a lot of them have sold already, so thank you to those who purchased. It's been a busy week, so that's why I haven't had a chance to get the vlog out earlier. So it's Friday evening. I'm gonna have a rest now, but I'm gonna try my best to edit tomorrow. I don't normally work on Saturday and Sundays anymore. I'd really like to get a vlog out to you this week, so I'm hoping I can get it all done by the weekend and maybe have it up for Sunday. So if you're watching on a Sunday, hey, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what was your favourite thing from this little mini update in my studio. I know I do these little mini updates in the studio quite regularly, but anyone who has a home will know that decorating never finishes. There's always little things you can do, and there's always little things you see that you can put into your space to make it work better for you. So right now I'm loving it. At the moment it's really opened up the office. That side is really a great space now to like a little workstation, which is how we wanted it to be. So there may be another studio update in a couple of months time, or sooner than we think. Check you on the next one, guys. Bye.